everyone, it's daytime. You can call me Buster, and welcome to episode 3 of the One Chunk Challenge here in Minecraft 1.19. So in the last episode, we completed our witch farm, and I've been doing some AFKing off camera, and you may notice a few differences here and there already, just from some of the things I've been doing. Most obvious thing, I made a little platform where I can grow some 2x2 spruce trees, because I'm going to need a lot of wood to do the project that I have in mind this episode, which is of course going to be the mob farm. And also the mob platform over here, I turned it into a little one high box that can only spawn spiders, because I wanted some more wool. Because while I was over at the witch farm, just doing my AFKing, whenever I would go back and forth on the big long path over here, kept getting attacked by phantoms, and that was no fun. Luckily, you can pretty much outrun them if you're just sprinting the whole way, but it's pretty scary. So I wanted to make another bed, and so I made the mob platform only spawn spiders, so I could get string crafted into wool, and I made a bed down there. And I've been chopping lots of wood because we're going to need a lot of it. That's what we've got. And also there's a new little project going on down here. I mean, I call it a project. It's part of the progression of the series. We're going to explore the chunk down there. But first, I want to show you the witch farm. In fact, it takes like 3 or 4 good minutes for me to sprint back there, so I'm just real quick going to go into spectator mode, and we're going to fly over there. So at the end of the last episode, I was killing the witches with my stone swords, and I was already complaining about how it took a really long time, and I was filling up my inventory with those healing potions. So I changed it. Oh, come on, go down. There we go. I slowed down too much. There's the bed. And you can see it's a little bit different. I lowered the witch farm so that now when they fall down, they just instantly die. And then I was picking up the drops and putting them in the chest. And then I brought over a bunch of the redstone and glowstone that I had here. You can just see all of these healing potions I was getting. It was too much. So that's what I did over here. I've been AFKing here for quite a while now, and I think I have enough redstone now for our next project. So let's head back. But I do also have a little bit of bad news as we fly back over this little sky bridge here. While I was farming string to get wool for the bed, I originally just had the regular old mob platform here. And at one point, I was luring some creepers away from there, and I got a little careless. I was a little slow with the little drawbridge, and creeper exploded, knocked me down, and I fell onto that platform right there because I thought, okay, I'm going to fall into the void. Let's at least try to fall onto a block so that some of my stuff will be saved, and I died. And unfortunately, I lost the water buckets. Yeah. So that means we're going to need to get a little bit more iron before we can start on this mob farm this episode. But that's not a huge problem because we have a whole chunk at our disposal. So that's what we're going to start on this episode. Down here, I am going to be exploring the chunk. And we're going to be doing something like a little strip mining method. So you can see here, this first part is going to be weird because we have this little cave and we have the lava over there. But what I did is I just dug out a few tunnels, made poke holes on either side so that I could reveal all of the blocks. Up here is the lava, which is why I couldn't go there. Over here is, it's here. Yeah. So we can get down here, and then I have a ladder just going down. This is the very edge of the chunk, by the way. If I were to mine this out, I'll just try to show you real quick. Kapow. Yep, that's the very edge. And then down here, we're going to do the same thing. So we'll be doing some poke holes, except on this one, I actually want to start here because you'll notice we're trying to reveal as many blocks as we can. And the block that is under these two blocks, I'm actually not revealing these at all. So I'm going to offset by one block on every subsequent level. And we're going to be doing that for a while so that I can get some iron to make a new bucket, because I really need that. And also we'll be finding stuff like this copper, and there's a little bit of coal nearby. And it makes this nice little effect where you can see all the little poke holes on the side. So that's pretty good. Also, I was running low on cobblestone because I was killing all of the witches with swords and then crafting more. Eventually, I just got sick of doing that, and I was letting them die by entity cramming, and that's what made me decide, well, if I'm just letting them die anyway, why don't I just lower the killing platform so that they just die as soon as they land? And so that's what I did. And here are all the nice drops. Lots of redstone, lots of glowstone. Brought back a few of these potions and some gunpowder. Just some of the nice stuff. I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything with the sugar. Probably not. I mean, what is it used for? You like bake a cake? That's about it. I think you can do something with brewing, right? Sugar lets you make, like, what is it? It's not night vision, that's carrots. Anyway, it's not very useful, but I brought it back anyway. We have all the good stuff, though. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. I have all this redstone. That should be more than enough to build this mob farm. And hopefully these spruce logs should also craft into enough slabs and planks to let us do that as well. But yeah, first we need to start doing some exploring. So I'm going to grab some more of my ladders. Maybe chop down that one tree. And I'm also going to sleep the night away. And we're going to start mining. And while I'm doing this, guys, I just wanted to quickly say thanks for all of the lovely comments on the first 2 episodes. I don't normally get a lot of comments, but this video series seems to be something that resonates a lot with you guys, and the YouTube algorithm has actually kind of picked it up a little bit, which is a little bit surprising, really. And that's really nice, so it's very motivating to have me actually keep going on this series. So I just wanted to say I appreciate it, and keep the comments coming. I really enjoy it. Okay, we found a bit more iron. Let's see how much we got. Oh. That's it, huh? Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep going. Aha! Here we go! Finally, some more iron. And it's definitely enough. Alright. I made it down to Y39 before I finally found this. I got a lot of coal and a lot of copper. I've already had to make one trip down. You can see how far we've gone already. But yeah, finally found some iron, so let's make that bucket. And we can get started on our mob farm finally, because we can get the water out of the little thingamabob up here. Well, it's here. It's the waterlogged these things. Yes, it's here. We have water here. So we can get water out of there, and then we can get started on the mob farm. So I have some more items to collect. Oh, that reminds me. There's a little bit more news. So let me turn on my... oh, mini HUD is already on. So you can just barely see it here. Let me finally use the dang old spyglass. Actually, this doesn't make it much easier to see, but there's this light blue outline right here. And you guys may remember from the last episode, I was using Mini HUD to show the bounding box for the witch hut over there. This is the bounding box for a guardian temple, an ocean monument, that's what they're called. So right next to spawn, very nice. So I'm thinking in a couple episodes we could maybe build a guardian farm over there and get some nice building blocks automatically, so I don't have to be chopping down trees all the time. That'll be really nice. But that's for another episode. Right now I'm going to prepare to build this mob farm. And I think we just about have the supplies to do it. I just need to toss this stuff in the blast furnace. And meanwhile, I'm going to finish digging out this one layer. In fact, let's see how far down we are in the chunk now. So we're here. Yeah, I love the look of the poke holes. It's kind of funny. Okay, so we're about a quarter of the way through. We haven't quite reached deep slate level yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the... I guess I'll just have to put the ladder down through this big area. Like, it's barely even connected, this part, because it's just a giant cave. And I love this floating vine. I'm going to make sure I never destroy this vine if I can help it, because it's funny to me. Anyway, yeah, time to make a cut, and you'll be seeing the beginnings of the mob farm in the next clip. Oh, baby, this farm is amazing. Ooh, some more iron. Oh, ouch. I've been sitting here AFK. Well, not really AFK. I've been actively swinging my sword at these guys for quite a while now, and I'm getting some nice loot. I have 130-something levels. And, yeah, we have a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Put that away in there. I've been getting a lot of good stuff. I've got a few iron swords already to combine, some iron armor. I got some diamond boots off of a zombie already. I'm working on some chainmail, a lot of iron shovels, and currently I've got some pretty good armor. I already have the chainmail chest plate, that's why I only have these three in here. Yeah, and at this point I'm throwing practically everything away because it's just so fast. We have potatoes, we have carrots already. It's going great. It's going great. So let's show you guys how this looks in free cam. In fact, let's see. I'm gonna use, no, stop that. I want out of free cam, go here, and we're gonna use carpet mod. Player, me, attack, and then I'll do interval every 30 ticks. So that way it'll automatically, ouch, where I get hurt. It'll automatically attack every 30 ticks. There we go. So now I can show you guys in free cam the inside of the farm. And this is great. I love watching farms like this go. Oh, there's so many mobs come out. And I like the way it looks. It reminds me of California because it's just a whole lot of, like, it looks like little apartments that they're in, and the water is evicting all of them because they can't afford to pay their rent. Not speaking from experience or anything. So that's the mob farm. I really like it. No, I've never been evicted, okay? Don't worry, guys. I'm fine. Yeah, we have the... oh, hi, Cinnamon. Cinnamon's here again, you guys. The boat clocks on either side, just like I showed. And I went up 5 layers this time instead of in the creative world. Okay, Cinnamon, you can't be in front of the magic light box. That's the monitor. That's what I pretend she calls the monitor, the magic light box. I'm having a good time, you guys. I really like this farm. It's got me excited. And I forgot to mention that the witch farm reminded me of like a coin pusher at the arcade. It's kind of similar to that, except this one I think the little alcoves just look like a bunch of apartments that we're evicting the mobs from, and then we're killing them horribly. Right, so I'm going to turn this off now. The way I know to do that is just to tell it to attack once, and then it'll stop. Alright, that was a carpet mod feature. I'm trying my best to make sure I mention which mods all of the features I'm using come from. If you guys have any questions about which mod does what thing, I'll be happy to tell you in the comments. Sometimes I forget. I'm not the best at remembering. So yeah, this is great. I've been sitting here for quite a while. I don't even know what I want to do next. So I'm going to have to sit here and think about it. But meanwhile, I'll continue grinding mobs. I'm trying to get this helmet all repaired up. Maybe, you know, get some more iron. I've got 17 out of this already. And all the swords. I've got some good bows. Let's see. This is the best one, but its durability is not the greatest. This is a pretty good one. These two are completely repaired. Yeah. After that, we still have a little bit of time left that I can put into this episode. So, one thing that I was thinking I could do, I do have this lava here, and I have water, and now I have gold armor. And to me, that's all I need to go to the nether. So I did make a second bucket while I was making the mob farm, because it was just a lot more useful to place all the water everywhere. So let's go ahead and do the old trick with the lava buckets and water. And I'll go like that, turn it into obsidian. And we'll just empty out this lava pool right here. In fact, let's make it a little bit safer. Kind of like so. Oh, hello, Cinnamon. Cinnamon's back again, everybody. She just doesn't leave me alone. She's always so curious why I'm sitting and talking to the computer. But that's okay. We love Cinnamon. Cinnamon's great. And now she's scratching her scratching post like a good little kitty. Does this work? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Hang on. I can do like that. Pow. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to remove this stuff, and I still need to make a flint and steel, I believe. So I'm going to do that real quick. We're also going to do that. Place the bed back. Place my torch back. All right, now flint and steel. Flint and steel. There we go. And we will light that nether portal. Now real quick, I just want to set my spawn because I just destroyed the bed. All right, and then I'm going to put away some of this stuff that I don't necessarily need, just in case I end up dying. I'll put away like half of my food. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's head on in here, and I'll show this off to end off the episode. Here we go. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's also one chunk. Yay! What else did you expect? Yes, this is also one chunk. Now, as you can see, this specific chunk was chosen because it has a little bit of nether fortress in it. If we go down a little bit, yeah, here it is. There's a little bit of nether wart. Oh yeah. That's going to be very important. I don't think the bounding box is here. Let me see. If I go into mini HUD, and then let's see. Oh yeah, you can see the bounding box right here. This is a nether fortress, I think. But you can't see the bounding box here. Let me double check here. I'll go into the mods, and then let's turn nether fortress false. Yep, and it's gone. So that is the nether fortress bounding box. If we want to get blaze rods or wither skeletons, we are going to have to go there. Before we go, though, let's actually get down there and try to... Can I mine this with a stone pick? Yes, I can. Okay, let's grab that, too, while we're here. A little bit of that. It'd be nice to have some observers and comparators. So, unfortunately, there are no loot chests in here. But that's okay, because what we're here for is right down here. This is a little bit tricky. I guess we'll just fall down. Also, some mushrooms. Grab those. Why not? Always good to have. All right, now let's mine out this little bit of soul sand. This is all the soul sand we're going to have access to, by the way. Well, there might be some more up and down. Let's see. No, I don't really see any soul sand. Yeah, it looks like we don't really have any soul sand or soul soil, so this might be all the soul sand we have access to in this entire world. So, I'll either have to think of another way to get some more, or we're just going to have to make it count. But anyway, let's see. I broke my pickaxe on the way down here. You guys saw it was pretty low durability, and I put away all my other ones, but that's okay. We'll just carefully mine this stuff, and then we'll head back up. And let's just go straight back up to the overworld from here because it's a little bit dangerous here. There could be piglins here, which is why, of course, Actually, there can't. This is a basalt delta, and piglins don't spawn here. What does spawn here are magma cubes, actually. I don't see anything spawning at the minute. Actually, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't expecting this. Because I forgot. At the last second, I actually swapped out the chunk that I was using. And this is the newer chunk, obviously. And yeah, I forgot. Let's just go ahead and put this stuff away. Okay, so that's what we've got in the nether. We did some pretty good progress today. Got this big old mob farm going. In the next episode, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. There's a lot of options, really. We could go for the Guardian Temple, which is behind me over here. As you can see in Mini HUD, there it is. It's kind of hard to see against the the blue of the sky because it's bright blue itself, but whatever. Turn that back off. We could also go to the Nether Fortress, which is next to our chunk at the Nether. Get some blaze rods. We could also mine up some gold, make some golden apples, and maybe get some villagers going. That would be great. And then, of course, once we get villagers, we can do villager trading. We can get some diamond armor. We can also make an iron farm. And there's just a lot of different things that we can do from there. So it's going to be a pretty full next few episodes, and I'm very excited to get started on those things. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. Whether you want to see the Guardian Farm, Fortress Farm, any of that stuff that I mentioned, or something different. Now, another thing I wanted to try is because I like seeing you guys' nice comments, I want to start doing a little Q&A thing. So for those of you who stick around to the end, here's your chance to show off that you actually watched to the end, okay? You're not one of those who click off in the first 30 seconds. So if you want to ask me a question about anything, can be about the series or just about myself or whatever, I don't really care. Put hashtag QA somewhere in your comment. That makes it so that I can easily search it from the YouTube studio. And at the end of the next episode, I'll try my best to answer you guys' questions. So I thought that might be a fun little thing. You know, it makes it so that more people might watch more of the video, makes it so that I get a few more comments, and you guys get to ask your questions and maybe get in the video. So yeah, we're going to give that a try, see if we get many questions. If we don't, it's no big deal. But yeah, go ahead and leave your questions in the comments. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye everyone. It's nighttime.